good afternoon, and look how perfectly that was timed. Thank you all so much for joining us for another session for EdTech Tuesday for ATMS and Friends. We have Ebony Finley, who will be presenting on AI-powered learning strategies for empowering your classroom. You are all here, but if you would like to share that section number with someone, it is not too late. So we are here on the fifth one that we have here now, as I stated, that AI-powered learning. And it's so awesome that we had two AI sessions right behind one another. And that was not planned at all. It just fell in place that way. If you would like to join us for future sessions, we have some January 9th, February 13th, March 12th, April 9th, and May 14th. And you can see those titles there. I will put that in the chat along with what we do known as TIM Talks. And that's where Alabama Technology and Motion Specialists, we get together and hopefully give people an idea of the other initiatives across the state and bring awareness to those and how we can assist in any type of way. But that is a podcast that we've started. And the last session that we did was session 4, and that was with the Montgomery Public School, Darada Elementary, with Jennifer Noah and Dr. Brian Cutter, who are just leaders in implementing digital literacy and computer science into the curriculum. Our meeting norms for today, we are all learners. While we may have a different level of understanding of the topics, we're all able to learn from one another. I want you all to be fully present. Our schedules are always busy, but it is important to take the time to participate in professional learning. So thank you all so much for being here. We all work together. We collaborate to maximize our impact on student achievement and success. Every child, every chance, every day is a non-negotiable. My name is Pernell Allen. I am the Alabama Technology and Motion Specialist located at the University of Alabama at Birmingham, UAB. Go Blazers. That's my contact information if you all need to get in touch with me. Those other universities you see over there to the left are where other ATEM specialists and the regional in-service centers are housed across the state. And this is a statewide session. So if you're not familiar with your regional in-service center or your Alabama Technology and Motion Specialist, please let me know and we'll get you set up with them also. Region 5 serves the following LEAs, which includes Bessemer, Birmingham, Empower Community, Fairfield, I3 Academy, Jefferson County, Legacy Prep, Leeds, Magic City Acceptance Academy, Midfield, Tarrant, and Trustfield City Schools. Once again, I want to introduce you all to Ebony Finley, who's an outstanding presenter. She said I brought out of retirement, and I don't think it's far removed from what it is. It's just in her blood, so I think she'll do a fantastic job in sharing this information with you all. And I'm going to let her formally introduce herself once I stop sharing my screen so that she can share her screen, and I'll put that information in the chat that I spoke about earlier. All right, Miss Finley.
All right, Mr. Allen, you are just far too kind. Because thank you first and foremost for the introduction as well as this opportunity to share with everyone. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you all so we can go ahead and dive right into this professional learning session. All right, y'all, give me some magic fingers. That's what I tell my students. Give me some magic. Any luck?
We can see it, Ebony.
Awesome.
It's their magic word.
That's it. It always does. It always does. Well, first and foremost, thank you again, Mr. Allen, for inviting me. And thank you all for showing up this afternoon. This is AI-powered learning strategies for empowering your classroom. And I just want to welcome you all to the room. This afternoon, we are going to be doing some beginner-friendly activities that incorporate AI-powered learning. So really quickly, I would like for you all to drop your location in the chat just so we'll know who we are working with this afternoon. I saw Cortland, Alabama earlier. What is that near? Was that Lee earlier?
Yes, that's me. We're about 20 minutes west of Decatur and about 25 minutes east of Muscle Shoals. We're in North Lawrence County.
You said in North Lawrence County?
Yeah, we're in North Lawrence County. Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Almost directly in between Muscle Shoals and Decatur.
Very nice. I see we have some Birmingham people in the house. Very nice. Loving it. All right, so let's go ahead and dive right into it. So again, this session is absolutely beginner friendly and it's designed to demystify AI education. All right, so before we go into our session, I do want to introduce myself once more. My name is Ebony English Finley. I am currently a third grade teacher at Midfield Elementary School, which is in Midfield, Alabama, by day. At night, I am the Director of Operations at Primetime Personal Care, which is a senior care agency that provides senior support to elderly people in Birmingham and surrounding areas. I am also an Apple Distinguished Educator, which is a coveted program that highlights and empowers innovative leaders across the world. Now, when I first came in the class of 2017, we only had 6 ADEs in the state, and now it has tripled, and I see some in the chat as well. Shout out to my fellow ADEs. I was also an innovation coach for a fabulous nonprofit called EdFarm. And currently, I have started developing a school branding design agency. So if you all need to enhance your digital presence on social media platforms, please feel free to either follow me on Twitter or X now, or email me as you all see it listed below. All right, let's review our goals for today. All right, so the first goal that we have today is I want us to be able to recognize real-world examples of AI-powered learning. A lot of us already use AI-powered learning tools such as Khan Academy, iReady, and even Google Translate. So as you all know, AI has already proved to have our back when it comes to implementing strategies into our classrooms. Our second goal for today is to explore practical applications of AI tools in different educational settings. And last but not least, we are going to customize activities based on individual student needs and learning styles. So we are going to be looking at 3 different tools today, including ChatGPT, Magic School AI, and also Scribe, which also has an AI tool incorporated into its platform. All right, and if I could have, I would have been playing Michael Jackson right now, or do you remember the time? I don't know about you all, but I am a millennial, and when I was a little girl, I just completely loved chess. I was on my school's chess team, and I just thought I was going to be the next ultimate chess player for some reason. Don't ask me if I can play nowadays because I cannot. But I remember in 97, I was about 5 years old. I remember this robot playing this man, and the robot completely kicked his butt. And that robot was called Deep Blue. Now, that was the first memory that I have of AI technology. AI has been around since the early 50s, but the first time that AI was used in education was in 1965 at Stanford University with the Plato computer program system, which was also a tutorial system that helped students with basic math and science concepts. So, what exactly is AI-powered learning? AI-powered learning is an innovative approach to education that uses artificial intelligence to support learning and teaching in a more efficient and engaging way. So we're always trying to find different ways to keep our students engaged, especially these digital native students that we currently have. With this ability to adapt to individual student needs, AI offers a personalized learning experience that is tailored to each student's strengths and weaknesses. This results in better learning outcomes and a more effective use of teacher time. Now, I don't know about you all, but it's always some type of meeting when it comes to working at or being a teacher. We either have PST meetings, RTI meetings, we may have IEP meetings, or we may just have BOT meetings, which is burned out teacher meetings, where you get with your colleagues and you complain about everything that's due. Do you all know what I'm talking about? Or are you overachievers? It's all good either way. All right, so we are going to learn how to use AI to reclaim our time. And in order to reclaim our time, we want to think about 2 specific things. Am I using AI as a tool for learning, or am I using it just for a shortcut for doing? Now, no shade to anyone. I completely understand using AI for a shortcut for doing, but we want to make sure that you go ahead and progress to using it for a tool for learning. So some examples of how you can reclaim your time with AI include automated grading, personalized learning pathways, like I spoke about earlier with iReady and Prodigy, Khan Academy, administrative task automation, speech-to-text and language translation, and AI-powered tutoring systems. So once again, the 3 tools that we are going to dive into today include ChatGPT, Magic School AI, and Scribe, all of which I have used in my classroom this year. All right, so the very first app that we are going to use or explore is ChatGPT. And we are going to find out how to utilize ChatGPT in order to automate parent communication. Now, as you all know, with being educators, we have to consistently talk to our parents, whether it's talking about behavior, academic reasons, or whether we just want to give the child some sort of reward or highlight for doing well or doing a good job in the classroom. Communicating with parents tends to take a long time when you're talking about having 18 plus students in your classroom, right? So the way I use ChatGPT in my classroom is I allow my students to think about or collect different highlights from our academic studies for the week. Once they tell me what they would like to highlight, I then go to ChatGPT, type in everything that they have talked about, and it actually creates a full-blown message for me to upload and share with my parents on like different platforms such as Class Dojo or Remind. So I'm going to take a moment to switch my screen, and we are going to see how exactly we can use ChatGPT in order to create messages or classroom highlights in order to share with parents. And I also will drop the link for this presentation inside of the chat in case you all want to share along with me. All right, I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way. There we go. All right, so of course, as soon as you get to ChatGPT, you want to make sure that you secure profile by logging in. You have the option to log in with your favorite platform, whether that's Google or Microsoft. You can select one of those buttons and it will automatically log you in using your account. Now, as soon as you get to the home page of ChatGPT, it does show you some prompts that you can use in order to create different documents or itineraries, or even provide you with a list of ideas. So let's try something simple. I know this week my students are working on fractions, so I'm going to type in create a project-based learning activity based on, and let me show you something that's really going to help you quite a bit. I know all of us are set to a certain standard and that we have to use certain objectives in our lesson plans. So what I typically do is I go over to Alex. I go and I grab my standard that I'm currently working on. Copy the entire standard, add to my prompt based on the following learning objective, and then I paste in my standard. Now, I am going to add based on a 3rd grade level because my students are in 3rd grade. And notice it's going to start to configure and spit out all of this wonderfulness. So if you see at the very top, of course, it lists my learning objective once again, that I'm demonstrating a unit fraction representation. It gives me a project title, and I don't know about you all, but I absolutely love PBL activities. It allows the students to not only tap into their creativity, but it gives them full-blown agency of what they're doing. If you scroll on down, you see the overview of the project, materials needed, and it also gives you the steps. Now, what you can do and what I have done in the past, you can directly copy these instructions, or if you want to simplify the instructions a little bit more for your students, you can add that to a prompt separately. Let's say create instructions for student using simplified language. All right, and as you all see, it's a lot more simple than the initial instructions that we received. It even has a portion that talks about a show and tell, which I know for sure our students will love. Now, going back to what I initially stated about creating weekly highlights through ChatGPT, I absolutely love this part because all I do is every Friday, I come into this platform and I type in, create a message, or I may say create a caption. It depends on what I'm posting for Hero Academy parents. And that's what I call the parents in my classroom, highlighting the following. So I may add my superhero of the week, and I'm just going to provide a fake name. Also add math champions of the week, add reminders. Ooh. And now my favorite part, and this may be my millennial self just showing out, but I absolutely love adding emojis. But at the end, I'll simply type in add emoji and watch it work. And so all I have to do is press the copy button. If I want to, I can highlight the certain words that I may want. Once I press copy, I send it over to Class Dojo and I simply paste it and add any images from that week. And when I tell you my parents are engaged and absolutely love seeing their scholars be great inside of our classroom environment, this is one major way that I get parents to stay active and also get them to stay in line with what their scholars are doing. All right, so really quickly before I go to the next app, do we have any questions? Any questions? All right.
Well, I will make a comment, Ebony, and I thank you for sharing that, is that once we get used to using this AI in this way, it's said that we as educators could save up to 3 to 10 hours weekly if you
Oh my
properly use.
goodness, talk about reclaiming our time.
Yeah,
Yes,
yes.
I
And then
love it.
and what she's doing and what Ebony is doing, and to see the way she's speaking to it and talking to it or typing in it, it's called prompt engineering. They even have jobs now for that, to have prompt engineers. So I did want to add that to what you have shared so far, Ebony.
Thank you so much for adding that insight. I see a raised hand, Cornelia.
Hi, how you doing? I'm from Parker High
Hi.
School. Quick question. So, I guess I've been playing with Chat GBT for a minute. Do each question you ask build upon what you previously asked, or maybe I missed how it connected everything? Did I just make sense?
Yes, you do make sense. I read you. I got you. So basically, let's say I wanted to go back and add something from my previous prompt. All I have to do is type it in. Let's say I want to add about picture day, add a reminder about picture day. If you look underneath, it's going to repeat it again and also incorporate that extra reminder. And also another way that I use it is I've been writing grants for my business, of course, but what it will do is it'll store all the previous information like my company's mission and goals or the services we provide. And it will actually take those services and implement them into a whole different prompt. If you just use the same thread, you'll be able to store all of your information, and you can even go back to the same topic in order to continuously build upon that topic. So this account that you all are currently seeing, this is not my main account. On my main account, I can actually go back and see all of the weekly highlights that I create. And all it will do is just take my pattern that I typically use and then add anything else that's new. Did that answer your question, Cornelia?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome, awesome. And y'all feel free to just unmute if you need to, if you have any questions or I need to slow down. I promise you it won't hurt my feelings. All right, so really quickly in the chat, I want to hear from you. What do you all think, or how do you think you'll use ChatGPT in your classroom or learning environments so far? How can you see yourself using ChatGPT in your classroom? And you can drop it while I go ahead and pull my presentation back up. All right, I see Ashley says she loves the idea of using it to simplify directions. Pernell says email responses. Look, when I tell you, I rarely respond to emails by myself now. It's so quick and it's so easy to just go ahead and type it into ChatGPT and it'll quickly create a response for you. I see Nicole says creating posts for social media, absolutely. Using it to write letter of support or recommendation, weekly agendas. Y'all are on it. I love it. I love it. Creating quick little assignments. Absolutely. All right. Thank you all so much. Thank you for sharing your ideas. Hopefully with that time to share with one another, somebody got an idea from someone else that they can take back to their classroom and incorporate. All right, so let's go on to our next fantastic tool, which is Magic School AI. Now, this one I am fairly new to, but when I tell you it has blown my mind, it has completely blown my mind. And so today we're going to look at creating quick checks with Magic School. Now, I know those of you who are in the classroom, even if you're not in the classroom, you try to find ways to simplify any extra grading or any extra task. And this app right here, this tool right here is going to help you do just that. Magic School is an AI platform with over 60 individual tools that support educators in creating materials like lesson plans, or as we're about to do, a quick check or any formative assessments. It also generates resources and different managing classroom activities. All right, so I'm going to click on my Magic School AI. And also when you receive this presentation, those logos that you see on the screen, you can click on them to go directly to the website. So when you receive this presentation, all you have to do is click on the logo and it will take you directly to each of these digital tools. All right, let's give it some magic fingers once again, y'all. I see a lot of people still dropping their ideas and they are absolutely fabulous. Parent communication, step-by-step instructions. All right, now, y'all are about to get rocking and rolling. All right, so this is the wonderful Magic School AI. I learned about this, I want to say about a month ago. And when I tell you it is steadily progressing, every time I get on here, it's something different, something new. And so I love, love, love how they just sway with the times and they are consistently providing us with new tools to help support our learners. So once you get to Magic School AI, you're going to go ahead and log in. I thought I was already logged in on this one, but it's absolutely okay. And once you log in, it is going to take you to the main interface of this platform. As you all see, if I just scroll down, I'm telling you, your brain is going to be like, oh my goodness, look at all of this great stuff. So you have multiple choice assessments, which is what we are going to take a dive into today. You have rubric generator, lesson plans, student work feedback, YouTube video questions. Something that I really, really loved and I think we might take a look at is the text leveler and the text scaffolder. They also have a spiral math review, DOK questions. I know a lot of us, sometimes we get stuck in DOK 1 questions, but we have to make sure that we are trying to propel our students as far as they possibly can go. So we have to go from DOK 1s, which is the comfort level, all the way up to 3s and 4s. They also have SEL lesson plans and a plethora of other tools that you can use on Magic School. So today I'm going to go right back on up. And yes, if you're thinking to yourself, yes, this is like a very, very overloaded ChatGPT with all the things that educators absolutely need. So we're going to go to the multiple choice assessments. And if you notice, there are certain inputs that you can place on this multiple choice assessment. So I'm going back to my original topic. As I stated, I teach third grade, but I do have some students who may be above or below grade level. So I'm going to scale it back to a first grade level. And I'm going to ask it to create 5 questions. And that same standard that I used earlier, I'm going to paste it one more time. And it's going to be on our unit fraction representations once again. I'm going to click generate and watch this magic happen. I have multiple choice questions that I can easily either copy and paste them into a Word document or a Google Doc and print it off and present it to my students. Or check this part out. I can go over to the right-hand side and I can click on export form. This is going to transfer it from Magic School and place it into a Google form that you can automatically have it self-graded. You can automatically make it self-grade. So that's less time that we have to spend on grading and even more time being able to focus on preparing for instruction. So I'm going to export this to Google Forms. Open the form. And look at this. There has been a quiz generated for me. I can change the title, of course, but this is a simple 5-question quiz that I can go ahead and share to my students in order to quick check and figure out what I need to do in order to go ahead and progress them. All right, so really quickly before I move to the next feature of Magic School AI, are there any questions about the skill that I just covered?
Is that platform compatible with Schoology or other programs, just as well as Google?
So it is compatible with Google because, like I said, it's just exported to a Google form. As far as Schoology, I do not know yet. What I will do is get an answer back to you, or if anyone in the chat knows, you can drop the answer and help us out.
And you know, some school district has blocked AI, so I don't know if there's ties to Schoology right off. So and it may vary from district to district, but I'm sure that'll be something they'll have to actually go in to make it compatible. I don't think it's just automatic.
And if you're anything like me, you can always set up a separate account from your district account and incorporate it that way. So there's always a share link that you can use. So for example, on this Google form, I can send this form by clicking on the send button, taking that link, and then I can post it to Schoology that way. So you'll still have that data. You'll still be able to access the data from this form, but you may not be able to directly implement it through Schoology. It's
absolutely. Thank you.
Like Mr. Allen said, it's all based upon what your district selects. All right, let's go back to our wonderful Magic School. All right, and this time we are going to go down to our text scaffolder. I'm going to have to search for it. Well, I don't know about you all, but I know most districts are implementing CKLA, and I'm not going to shade the program, but there are some needs that this program has, and the way that I support the needs that I have for this program, I go to Magic School, and what I do is I might copy some of the text. I'll strip the text from the book and paste it directly into the text scaffolder. And then once I paste it into the text scaffolder, it is going to scaffold that text in order for me to provide the extra support my students may need. So this is a really, really great tool when it comes to personalizing the learning for your students, or our favorite word, differentiating. All right, so are there any questions about Magic School AI and the tools that I've gone over? Or if you have a question about another tool that you see that caught your eye.
I did see someone say that the lesson plan generator looks really appealing.
Yes, did you all see that it has the 5E lesson plan generator? I know some districts don't use the 5E lesson plan, but I know there are a lot of districts that still do. So that is absolutely a wonderful tool to use. All right, let's continue. Can you run a quick demo? Sure. No, as far as I know, there isn't a cost for Magic School. Everything that you are seeing right now is free because I have not paid for it whatsoever. And yes, I can run a quick demo. Let's go to it. I'm just gonna search for it inside of the search bar. Click on 5E model lesson plan. All right, so I'm going to select the grade level. Someone drop their grade level and we can go keep rocking and rolling. I know you're tired of seeing third grade. Ooh, oh, y'all are rolling with the big dogs. Okay, 12th, 11th. My goodness, how do you all do it? All right, let's do 11th grade. And you said U.S. government. Let's go ahead and go back to Alex, our favorite platform. Scroll back to the top. All right, U.S. government. Now, am I in the right area? You might have to tell me where to go. There we go. All right, I'm gonna go with the first standard if that's okay with you. I'm gonna copy all this goodness.
Yeah, I teach pretty much all in my classroom. I teach 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade social studies. So
wow.
I've got two seniors right now that right now they're in U.S. government. They're going to take economics next semester, but I was just wanting to see how this works, because this right here, just looking at this,
oh, absolutely.
Okay, that's going to save me hours every week writing lesson plans.
Yes. Yes, once again, reclaiming our time, all 2024. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and post that standard that was requested by Lee. Thank you, Lee.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and we can add any additional customizations. For example, if you have different tiers that you want to implement, or if you have a student that has an IEP that has certain accommodations.
They both have IEPs.
Oh.
Both special education.
Okay, so yeah. We can say, let's add level text assignments. Let's see, let me move this out the way. Mr. Allen, I'm not used to this part anymore, moving these little Zoom tools. All right, add level text assignments. What else? All right, we're gonna leave it right there. And then standards set to align to, we already typed in our standards, so I think we're good. And let's generate and see what it comes up with. Oh, look at all that goodness right there. And it has our engage, explore, explain. Are you all seeing this? Oh my gosh. Where was this when I was in a district that was using 5Es? Oh my goodness. Okay, so as you all can see, let's scroll back up to the top. We have our title. They have fully customized a lesson for this particular standard. Of course, it has the standards listed. It also incorporated some ELA standards as well. You can't beat that. You cannot beat that. All right,
that
so
is
of course,
absolutely ridiculous. I mean, seriously, that's ridiculous.
Oh yes, this might be some life-changing stuff, literally. All
This
right,
would
so
definitely pull
those,
me into, yeah, it's pulling me in.
I know for sure. I'm loving. I'm right there with you. We are riding in the same boat. All right, so this is an example. I heard some people coming in. We just developed a full 5E lesson plan using Magic School AI. It has a feature on its platform that allows you to take a standard from ALEKS or the Alabama Course of Study and paste that standard into it, and it will fully customize a lesson plan for you based upon that standard.
That is
And
really awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
No problem at all. No problem at all. Any other questions about Magic School? All righty then, let's go ahead and dive back into our schedule. And the next tool that we are going to use, which also, of course, saves you time, but can be used as a learning resource as well. And that next tool is going to be Scribe AI. All right, here we go. All right, so if you have not heard of Scribe, Scribe captures any workflow directly from your browser or desktop, and then it turns your process into a visual guide. So let's say this entire presentation, I would turn on my Scribe and it will be able to turn it into a PDF or a video in order for you to be able to share it to your colleagues or your students to get a full-blown how-to guide. So today we're going to be crafting impactful step-by-step guides with Scribe AI. All right, so the link wasn't working, but we're going to persevere. All right, so you're going to go to scribehow.com. Once you log in, it's going to take you directly to your workspace. This is another free app, but I do believe it has some pro that you could purchase. I believe that the free stuff that they provide is just enough for me, but you may feel a little bit differently. All right, so once you are on Scribe, you are going to click on New. And let's just say I want to create a how-to video for my new third graders who are just entering the grade level and they need to learn how to log into, let's say, Clever, iReady, one of their learning platforms that they always use. So I'm going to click on New. And you can select either browser, desktop, or mobile. Now, if you notice, desktop and mobile are a pro feature. So I'm simply going to select browser because I am not using my coin for that just yet. All right, and we're going to select one of the tools, one of the tabs. I'm going to select a new tab. And so once that new tab opens, it is going to start recording everything that you do. So on my end, I don't know if you all were just able to see that. It says now capturing your browser. And if you all look in the bottom left corner, if you ever need to adjust anything, you can click on that icon and you can pause it if necessary, just so you can look real fancy. You can complete the capture with these tools. You can move your controls, or you can completely get rid of the entire Scribe if it's not up to your desired preference. All right, so I'm going to go to Clever. And of course, they're going to see the main page for Clever. All I'm doing is walking through each step. You do not have to say any words because this app is so amazing that it's going to create captions and descriptions for you. So I'm simply going to log in. Now, my students, they use a badge to log in, but we're just going to pretend that this is their method. So all I'm currently doing is the simple steps that I typically take in order to log into my account. And once you're finished showing each step that you want to capture, you'll go over to that cute little icon in the bottom left corner once more. Okay, all these pop-ups. Go to that circle once more to show your controls. Okay, let's give it some magic fingers, y'all. There we go. It worked every time. It works every time, I promise. All right, so I'm finished with capturing all the steps that I needed to capture. All I wanted to do was create a scribe for my students to be able to simply log into Clever. So I'm going to select complete capture. It's going to redirect me back to scribe. And look at there. Now, did you all see me type any other title or anything like that? No, it created a title for me. If I wanted to, I can go in and add a description. And as you all see, when I go down, there are all of the steps that I needed to take in order to log into Clever. And it also shows an image, but my Wi-Fi is really wonky right now. Let me give it some time to load. But can you imagine how impactful this could be with your new learners who are trying to just get adjusted to using technology? Or even if you have a new app like ChatGPT or Magic Tool that you want to share with your, Magic School, that you want to share with your colleagues, you can simply just go through the steps. You don't even have to sit there and screen record. It's going to grab everything for you and spit it back out as a how-to guide. If I'm not, if you're not amazed right now, I'm gonna have to find something else to amaze you. All right, unfortunately, the pictures are not popping up, but where you see this circle, it'll actually show the entire browser. And I really wish you all could see it because it's really cool, but it would show the entire browser. So everything that we just saw as I was going through the process of logging into Clever, it would have been right here in this picture. And that circle is going to show the viewer exactly where to click. So I know back in my day, I'm not that old, back when I was creating tutorial videos, I would have to actually click on a button and say, make sure you show people where to click and everything like that. This does it automatically for you. And it also creates, like I said earlier, captions and descriptions as well. So if I want to share this out, all I have to do is click on copy link, and I'm going to put this in the chat box so you all may have luck on your end, and it'll allow you to actually see its greatness. Let's see. I just shared the link, you all. Click on it and let me know if it shows the images on your end. But along with creating how-to guides for my students, I would actually love, love, love to share this with my colleagues. Like if we have, or even think about this, even if you need to have a how-to guide for your parents. Do you know how many messages I get from parents asking me how to do such and such? And I have to sit there and record and make sure my background is all good and dainty. This knocks all of that out. All you have to do is go through the steps, and then, like I said, it's going to grab everything for you. How can these platforms be translated into Spanish? All right, so specifically, any of them? You can't see it. Oh no. I hate that. Oh my goodness. See, it captured this one. Okay. I may try another one. It may be clever for ESL. So on ChatGPT, let's say I'm going to go back to our initial activity, which was sending a weekly highlight. I can go back here and all I have to say is translate in Spanish. Or I could have added that to the initial prompt. So it could provide me with an English version as well as you can see, a Spanish version as well. Now, Magic School, or were you speaking about? So Jocelyn, let me ask you this question. Okay. Oh, never mind. I see now. Okay. I thought maybe you were trying to switch the entire platform to Spanish, which I'm pretty sure they have that as well. Now on Magic Tool, it's the same thing. You'll take the prompt and you'll switch it over to Spanish or whichever language you desire. All right, so going back to Scribe, are there any questions about how to use Scribe? And I think what I'm going to do is try to, what time is it? I'm going to try one more time because I really, really, really want you to see how cool this platform is. Let me see what else I could use. Let's try one more time. This time I'm going to go into Amplify. So again, when you log into Scribe, at the top right corner, you're going to see a button that says New with the plus sign. Click on it. I'm going to try Capture a Scribe to see if that works. All right, let's do a new tab. Going back to Clever. And all I'm about to do is log into Amplify just to show the students how to log in. But I'm just grabbing this, or I'm just going to this so you all can actually see how interactive it can be and how beneficial it is in order to create how-to guides for not only your students, but your colleagues as well. All right. All right, so I have this notification that is now capturing my browser. It's definitely my Wi-Fi, but it's okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so it's not working with me, but please, please, please feel free to go and explore on your own. I'm telling you, these 3 tools are absolutely amazing and can change or cut your workload in half. When I tell you, I'm a busy woman, so I wear multiple hats daily. In addition to being a wife and a mom, I have to make sure I have enough time to service everything that I'm responsible for. So with using AI in my classroom or even with my businesses, I have been able to, as Pernell said earlier, cut my work in half. And I heard him say that 30%, there's going to be a 30% decrease of the workload. I definitely say mine has been 50%. So I hope that you all have enjoyed these tools, and I hope that you all can carry them back into your classrooms and schools or organizations and implement them in a way that is going to be beneficial for you and your scholars. Before we leave, I would love to do a fun little exit ticket. And I would like for you to give this AI-powered learning experience a theme song. What would it be and why? Now, my AI-powered learning experience theme song is the Gap Band, Outstanding. Do you all know that song? All right. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. So give me an AI-powered learning experience theme song and tell me why. As we close out this session. Oh, thank you, Tech Prophet. Thank you so much.
Ain't no stopping us now. I see it. Level
When
up.
I
Love
tell
it.
you, Ebony, you got to put a little, we're in a Bible belt, so you got to put a little Bible in everything, you know? I'm about to have a
Yes,
teacher Baptist fit over here.
absolutely.
I don't know.
Yes, I love
What
it.
I'm
I
gonna do.
love it.
And you
I'm right
did it
there
right
with
before
you.
exams. Like, why did you do this to me? I'm in high school. I'm loving it. The spiral review, the lesson plan. Like, is there one ribbon in the sky for our love? Like,
Mm.
I feel like we're in love. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Oh my
Can you propose in
goodness.
AI? Can you do that? Because we need a teacher group or
Yes.
something. This is amazing. Thank you.
And,
Speechless is what
Eb-
I
Thank
am.
you. Thank you. I'm so glad this session has been beneficial for you. And you have my I'll display my contact information again. So if you need any assistance, please feel free to email me or you can Twitter message me, DM me.
and put your
Somebody said confessions.
and don't forget to share the link for the presentation, Ebony.
Yes. Let me go grab that right now.
We will
Thank you for the
rock you.
reminder.
Uh, Thanks for describe as technology. Oh yeah, I know a tech teacher will love that just for those how tos, step by
Yes.
steps.
Who said confessions? I need to know why.
I didn't see it. I missed that one.
Hey, I did. This is Andrea.
Hey, Andrea, Miss Baxter.
Hey, Andrea.
Hey, Ebony. Hey, I said confessions because I was just curious if you had any people kind of or anybody question in terms of the ethical concerns in terms of originality and it leading to if I know it's great in terms of cutting time, but if teachers are creating content in a matter of 2 or 3 minutes, that's not necessarily coming from them, what implications does that send to the students?
I completely understand the concern. I believe, like I tell everyone, add your own jazz to it.
Yes, a copy of the
The
recording
reading
will be
program
shared.
and directly implement into our classroom. We have to add our own spin to it. And just like you have support from your colleagues, this is just like another colleague. This is simply another colleague or another tool that you can use to just help you out. It's supposed to be a tool of support, not just like I said earlier, not just a shortcut. So that was a great question, and thank you. I definitely feel like we are all going to be able to think about having not only AI literacy, but also AI ethics. All right, and I am trying to get this link for you all.
And while Ebony's working on that link, I'm gonna share another link with you all so you can kind of search other AI tools that may work for your benefit, whether it's those that are shared. These are on there as well. It's called There's an AI for that. So you can check that out as well. And you can just type it in, whether it's music, art, for the pictures, images that you're looking for, those type things. You can search that and pull out that AI that will work to that benefit. While Ebony's getting that, I do want to say thank you all so much for joining us. I just want to conclude that by letting you all know I will be stopping the recording at this time.